According to the Region 6 Director of Health, COVID-19 checkpoints have been set up at several places across the region to combat the spread of the coronavirus. Renetta Court reports.
Our aim is to ensure that East Berbice quarantine remains safe, so says Director of Regional Health Services, Mr. Jevon Stevens, in an interview with this newscast. And with this aim in mind, the Regional Health Service established a COVID-19 checkpoint at the Berbice River Bridge on Friday, April 24.
At the Berbice River Bridge, to the western end of the Berbice River Bridge, we decided we're going to put a security COVID checkpoint in place. We have a tent out there. The tent is manned by a number of health professionals. So all vehicles, all passengers entering East Berbice quarantine is subject to mandatory screening by our public health officials.
Stevens later emphasized on what the health officials will be screening for.
The screening entails we ask you to disembark from the vehicle, and we use infrared thermometers to check your body temperature. If the temperature is red and is excessively high, we then will place a band on that passenger hands, take all their information and escort them to the nearest hospital. In most cases, it's New Amsterdam Hospital for a secondary screening. We are doing this to ensure that East Berbice quarantine remains a safe region, a safe place for persons.
He also shared symptoms of the disease persons can look for.
Some of the symptoms include shortness of breath, headache, fatigue, dry cough, diarrhea to some extent, loss of taste in the mouth, etc.
Persons visiting health institutions within the region, such as hospitals or clinics, are also expected to be screened.
At the hospitals, if you come 4 times a day, you have to go through those same screening 4 times a day. We are very serious about COVID-19, and we really want to ensure that Region 6 plays its part in combating the spread of this deadly disease in East Berbice quarantine.
Apart from the Berbice River Bridge, checkpoints have been established at locations such as Molson Creek and Oriala Siparuta.
We have other established checkpoints in the region. We know that persons coming to Berbice through Oriala Siparuta and also the ferry at Molson Creek. Well, right now the ferry has been closed because of COVID-related reasons, but we have established checkpoints at Oriala of the quarantine river and Siparuta. So any persons from those areas coming into the quarantine, those persons will be screened also.
Stevens also mentioned
we put these points there because we have very porous borders between Guyana and Suriname, and from Oriala to Suriname it's a 10 minutes boat ride. So we find that persons usually hop over to Suriname, do shopping, etc., and come back. So we want to ensure that we have screening facilities all across this region. There are a number of other areas we are considering, parts of the east bank of Berbice and other parts of the quarantine coast, and in the very near future we'll be establishing more screening points across East Berbice.
the general public is advised to adhere to curfew guidelines, practice social and physical distancing, maintaining a 3 to 6 feet distance from each other, wash your hands regularly, or sanitize with an alcohol-based sanitizer.
COVID would not discriminate. COVID is everybody's business, and we also take it very, very seriously.
Reporting for Channel 8 News, Renetta Court.